Hello, welcome back to Caught by the Cats. So I'm just on the Wilts and Berks canal again at Pewsham, so it's another update video here. There's a bit more to it this time though. They found some quite interesting stuff here. So we're in the pound between sort of top lock over there and middle lock over there. The walls pretty much finished up to the top of the lock now. Just got a small section finished when they start on that lock. They dug a little chase out here just to try and drain the top lock as they've started work on the actual walls of that, ready for when the bridge is going to go in. So there's an accommodation bridge going across the top there, and they finished all the copings up to it now as well, and started to rebuild the brickwork up on the actual lock walls. I've said previously on other videos about the classroom that's going to be here. I always thought it was going to be in the dry dock at the bottom. That's actually wrong. So what they're doing is putting in the Carpenters workshop. So they thought the Carpenters workshop was quite far down. You can see the area they've got here where it's slightly raised. You've got the saw pit just there, which is the fenced off area, and that's the middle lock just behind it. Now, the original thinking was it was further down, as I said, but it never made sense, because if you're loading wood out of there, you kind of got to go down and back round and up in to turn wood into the workshop. So they've done some exploratory work, and they've found this. So this is the site of the workshop. You can see some of the bricks sort of dotted about. But here's the floor, look. See the laid down bricks, and we believe just here where it's quite clear, we've got the corner of the workshop here, so they can now map out. They know the sizes. I think they said it was 7 meters long. So you're kind of going down there, across to there, and then you've got the pound here. So there's as I said, they're getting ready to build the accommodation bridge there, and there's going to be a track coming down through to here. So this can be used as a classroom. It's another really interesting thing they found. They're not too sure whether this was a forge or something, but they have found here, you can see the bricks are upright, on their side rather than lead flat. And this is clearly much darker mud. So I think that may have been possibly a fireplace, but probably more like a forge or something on the side of it. I'll just take advantage of the path the owner's made. So this is a saw pit here. I don't know what you can see on the photo, but you can just kind of see the sides and bottom of the pit there. There's a bit of brickwork in there, and then you're over into middle lock. Middle lock is, as you can see, has not really been touched. It's slightly dangerous, really. They don't really know how bad it is. It'll be the last bit to be done, I think, of the locks here. I believe the walls have collapsed in on it and stuff like that, so I think it's probably a complete rebuild there. So into the pound between bottom lock and middle lock. There's not really much happened down here. The wall's kind of complete between top lock and middle lock, ready for when middle lock's restored. This is going to be the pound in here. But they have done some more work just here on the dry dock. You would have seen this in other videos. The brickwork was completed a while ago, but what they're now doing, they want to put an oak top on it. They believe that's how it was originally. They're setting the beams in now. So these are all basically the supports. The oak beams will go down over the top, and then I think there's a roof going on it as well. So these have all been set out by Howard and his team. It's quite a big step towards getting this done. Now you can get it all measured up now, get out for tender, and get prices to get this restored properly. They are planning to have an open day down here on August the 12th. So the plan is to have sort of people at different locations here. There's loads here. There's a lot of stuff here. Brief history. You can have a look around and sort of have like a sort of almost guided walk around it. So yeah, August 12th. So put that in your diaries and pop down. I'll come down here and do some filming for them. So from the bottom here, you've got the bottom lock. You've got the wharf and the bottom lock, as well as the spillway down there. You've got the dry dock. You come up. You've got the pound middle lock. You've got the saw pit, the Carpenters workshop. You've got the next pound top lock. You've got an old lockkeeper's cottage up there, and all sorts. So there is tons here. And going back to the eco side of things, look, even labelling up so people don't disturb where things are nesting. So the last time I was down here, this was all is in shutter, and there was a scaffold up the front here. You would see, if you look here, I'll try and overlay some footage. You could see where they had kind of like one being cast gap, one being cast gap. You can actually see the colour difference. So what they do is they cast every other one, and then it's easier to shutter the next one in and join it on. But yeah, that's complete all the way down now.
So you can see the wing walls have been built here, and they're kind of building up into the angled walls just above the wing walls there, going into the lock. That's quite a difficult bit of building to do. It's everything's is curved and angled. So the bridge is going to go on the top of those. It's just above them now. This is where the accommodation bridge is going to go across the top. You can see into the bottom of the lock now where they've cleared it. It's the first time I've ever seen it drained. And you can see the brick lining of the curve of the bottom of the lock going up into the gates. The gates are going to be just underneath where the temporary bridge is.
The top lock's just behind me there. Just want to show you this. So this is part of the B route, the entire length of the canal, which is about 72 miles. They want to have a pollinator highway. You probably can't hear it over the pump, but it's you can hear all the crickets. You've got bees buzzing around and all sorts. There's butterflies over there. There's so much stuff coming. This is all a fairly new project, but you can already see all the wildflowers coming up through. There's several sections down here which are already being done. There's a meadow further down, which I'm not covering too much at the moment. I'm waiting for certain things to be ready before I start doing too much footage on that. But it's going to be beautiful alongside of the canal and really help sort of bees and pollinators sort of gain a foothold in what is what's been quite publicly known recently, that we're destroying so much habitat as a species. We need to support them. Without bees and stuff, we're screwed, to be honest with you. So you've got this wooden bridge here, which is kind of the way across the top lock now. Looks a bit overgrown at the moment. It's just time of year. It hasn't been cleared. You can see the chaps just down there. They're putting a scaffold up. So the bridge is going to go directly above them. It comes from that lane across there and it goes across to, if you look over the top end there, you've got two people with a high vis on by the mud pile. And it's going to go across there, which is the Carpenters workshop, and that would be the classroom. So this is the old lockkeeper's cottage just here. It's you can see the steps sort of down into the basement of the cellar. Lots of ideas about what's going to happen now. I don't think there's anything too concrete at the moment. One thing I'd heard is it's going to be moved away and rebuilt as a cafe. If you don't know the area, you've got Pewsham housing estate just over the top there. Pewsham village just over there where Lock's take their name from. But these fields here, there's been quite a controversial plan by sort of Wiltshire Council to build a distributor road with funding from the government. That's kind of been thrown out, but there's still things in the air that might happen. So the chances are there might be a road here in sort of 10 years, and a housing estate going across towards Chippenham there. We'll see what happens with that. So access is a bit of an issue here. The track is private. The farmers kindly lets the trust use it. So a road would mean that there's access up to here. So the idea of maybe building a cafe inside the old lockkeeper's cottage there would be an income for the trust and a lovely spot to start a walk from. But anyway, yeah, thank you for watching. Please click the like and subscribe, click the bell button to see about my future videos. There'll be links to the Wilts and Berks Canal Trust in the description. As a trust, there's a lot going on at the moment. There's tons going on up here, so keep following for that. But there's a big restructure of the trust and all sorts of plans happening to try and get this canal happening. Funding's a bit difficult at the moment. With cost of living, a lot of funds that would originally have gone towards sort of heritage projects and stuff like this aren't going towards here now. So, membership is a big income, as well as the events that they hold. So please keep an eye on the trust, join up if you can, and have a great day.